Alrighty, we're gonna be playing some more of this game, and hopefully it won't be hopefully it won't be another forced stealth section. Yeah, here's hoping. My webcam looks especially blurry today. I'm not sure if that's just me. Huh. So anyway, theoretically, yep, there we go. So yeah, I don't think I said this last time. Ah, there's crap on my glasses. I don't think I said this last time. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Come on, desktop audio. There we go. That's what I meant to do. So yeah, I don't think I mentioned this last time, but you know, you get my applause for having one level transition straight into the other level. Like, I wouldn't say it was seamless, but oh man, I miss level design like Half-Life 2, like that sort of level design where you start the next level where you left in the previous level. I really miss that kind of level design because that makes you feel a part of the journey more, in my opinion. Whatever, no one's watching, no one cares. And I am pressing this and nothing is happening. I guess you can't do that with the... Is my mouse just not working in-game? I had to Alt-Tab and press back in. No, this game has a checkpoint system. Just like the new Doom games. Which, if done well, I don't really have much of a problem with. Yeah, it's frustrating, but
I've got a plan. Break into the keep, kill every goddamn Nazi in there, set you free. Then we get the hell out of this place and contact Kessler in the village tavern.
oh yes, I forgot about the sound design in this game. Honestly, it's so bad, I almost think it's somehow my fault, but... It's like, admittedly, in the menus, it said 5.1 surround sound for my input, but it didn't give me, like, if I select, you know, my sound card. Okay, can I drop this? There we go. But yeah, if I select my sound card, it automatically selects 5.1 surround sound, and I can't change that, even though I'm wearing headphones. Also, what is it about Wolfenstein and having really unnecessary camera movement? Like the running bob here. It reminds me of Wolfenstein 2009, was it? The one that Ross Scott reviewed. And then I foolishly went, it's not that bad, and forced myself to complete the danged thing, and it's like, it has some good stuff going for it. I honestly kind of like it better than Return to Castle Wolfenstein, which is going to get me crucified if I say that in the in the wrong crowd, but no, it's like they're both bad. I think that Wolfenstein 2009 was... I can sleep here for some reason. Oh. Yeah, okay. So they're carrying this over from the main game. What do I have the handgun set to? That key? Ah, heck, this is the start of the level, isn't it? I do not recognize this level. So I do not know how to get out. I didn't want this. I don't like Wolf 3D. But if I'm going to play it, I'm going to play it on a DOS machine or something else, because then it has a little bit of novelty to it. Or in VR. Actually, I think I've played Wolfenstein VR and it was a very bad experience, if I recall correctly. None of these are going to get me closer to the exit. Also, what's this music? This is not Wolf 3D music, but it's still using like ad-lib synthesize, like FM synthesis. I don't think this is Wolf 3D music. Like, Wolf 3D, its music took itself a little more seriously than this. Like, the main menu music was downright depressing, as I recall. It's just a maze. It's a huge flippin' maze. Oh, running into more enemies, so I'm guessing that's a sign I'm going in the right direction. Isn't this fun? Wandering around the same textured corridors, and there are like 6 episodes of this in the original game. As I recall, I didn't make it past the second. I know I finished the first, and then I kept dying in the second because those zombie enemies are just complete BS. Also, if this were being true to the original, all the ammo pickups would give you... Well, all the weapons would share the same ammo. Okay, well, this was a whole lot of nothing. Is this going to do anything for me in the actual game? I realize I'd assume... Start latest checkpoint might do it, but... But no, like... I find mazes to be just an absolute just waste of time. I hate mazes in games. You know, this isn't like Doom 2016, where it had those retro levels because the original game was actually good. Now I'm recognizing this level. Yeah, this is one of the first levels I like completely gave up on. Please kill me. Thank you. Okay. Enough of that. They really don't see me. Oh. I instinctively tried to quick save. Actually, is there? Yeah, there's not any quick save functionality. Ah, dang it. I was trying to figure out what I had my... Whatever. I was trying to figure out what I had my... Whoop. Handgun bound to, because the handgun's silenced. I also find it interesting that they took more inspiration from the cover art for the original game than any of the actual games themselves. Which I honestly can't fault them for, given the questionable history of... There's no entrance up here! Where are you coming from? This game is set up just spawn zombies, Nazis, wherever the player isn't looking. I think they're all dead. I need a key. Come on. Don't do this to me. Oh, I have still handgranates. Oh, key. Okay. Yeah, I really like that Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War's zombies mode is going back to the concept of Nazi zombies. When did I get this weapon, and what is it?
Weil ich an die Erhaltung der Reinheit unserer wunderschönen Sprache glaube. Damit wir nicht der Barbarei verfallen.
Na, dann erzähle ich die Geschichte eben nicht.
Ich sag ja nur, wenn wir...
Ach, halt die Klappe.
Was ist das?
That was not a killing blow. Like in no oh, it only shoots like...
This air reminds me of the bog by the Johnson's farm back home. Smell of dead plants, wet wood.
I actually don't mind BJ's design in Return to Castle Wolfenstein. though I do think it's... I once saw someone point out that the reason BJ is such a good character is because he's the Aryan, like, he's supposed to, you know, be blonde-haired, blue-eyed, but fighting the Nazis. Like, that's what's cool about him. And it's like, oh, that's something I probably wouldn't have clued on to myself, but that is very cool, and I agree. And if I recall correctly, that's what they've went for with this version of him. But I don't mind his design in Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Is that a secret or some junk like that? Oh, it is, but I arbitrarily can't get up there from here. Okay. The catacombs. You see, what I'd love is to take all of the supernatural elements from Return to Castle Wolfenstein and make an actual good game out of it, because, like, as I've said, that game had ambiance in places. Not everywhere, unfortunately, but in places it was just oozing ambiance. And you're sort of seeing a bit of it here. The catacombs. Also, interestingly, Wolfenstein is not an original id Software IP. It was based off of an earlier game, I don't know who made it, called Castle Wolfenstein. Well, admittedly, Wolfenstein just doesn't have an identity. The first game didn't have an identity. Return to Castle Wolfenstein had an identity, but it got rid of stuff like Mecha Hitler and all that sort of junk. It had a bit of that, actually. But it's like, the Wolfenstein games really do not have an identity of their own. And I still do not know what I have pistol bound to. But this... The Machine Games games... took it in a new direction, which should have been super cool. And if you look at the original teaser, it's like you look at the original teaser and you're like, oh, this is going to be awesome. But it just wasn't. I'm sort of getting a bit of that awesomeness from here, but this is actually set during World War II, not the alternate future thing that they were going for in the New Order. Yeah, well, I mean, that's the constant. That's sort of the one thing that holds them together. It's the... Oh, they're officers. That should not have worked. But I'm not gonna complain. Oh, and just not having good gameplay, that's the other thing that holds... Okay, I alerted him, but the... Dang it! He wasn't able to... His voice line didn't play, but he was still able to call for backup anyway. Whatever. Honestly, though, like, my biggest problem with the New Order has to be the... What the... That's kind of cool. Also, this gun, I think, is based on a prototype design they were working on during World War II. I think it's... I don't think it's a... I can't say for certain. I want to say it was a prototype British design, but I honestly can't remember.
Okay, one more.
Yeah. I'm guessing he didn't call for backup because there were only 2 guys, but they, like, maybe that was just those 2 guys panically begging for backup. What is going on? Oh, but yeah, story-wise, one of my biggest issues with the New Order... well, actually, there are 2 big issues. One thing, they went with a half-assed choices matter thing. Which, yeah, just don't do that. What am I supposed to be doing? Return to Castle Wolfenstein had a lot of potential. Like, I don't like not liking that game, if that statement made any sense to you. Am I supposed to swim over there? Because that's going to be kind of long and irritating. Or is this going to be like a secret and just complete waste of my time? But no, yeah, so yeah, the New Order, it went with this half-assed choices matter, which really what it means is a choice you make in the first, like, 10 minutes of, like, in the first, like, 10 minutes of gameplay has... It changes one of the characters' that is in the story and which mini game you can do for the rest of the game, and because of that, what upgrades you can get throughout the game. And I think this was just a secret. Dang it. Yeah. No, when Return to Castle Wolfenstein was doing like occult themes and all of that, like that was when it shined. During all the levels where it's just your average World War II theming, it just dragged on like a pile of bricks. But why is the water blood red when you're underneath? And also, what the heck am I supposed to go into the boat? Ooh. Nope, can't interact with it. Oh, and hey, I've dropped 0 frames, so I think I've finally fixed whatever the problem was. Maybe I missed something up here. Maybe I clip your stairs better. Oh my gosh. Clip your stairs better. Oh my goodness. I am missing something. Whoa, I just sort of fell down the stairs there. Opens from other side. So is there... So I'm guessing I'm supposed to... Opens from the other side. So I'm guessing...
Way is shut. Reckon it opens from elsewhere.
Okay, so I am supposed to somehow... get in there on the other side. Did I do any... The lever at the top of the stairs? Yeah, I already dealt with that. I don't know how I originally got in there anyway. Like, was that door originally open? Because if so, I can't get in this side. Yeah, I do have a pistol. Yeah, on the upper level, I already used that. But no. Yeah, return to Castle Wolfenstein. Unfortunately, the occult stuff is also where it's balanced the worse. Like, you have so little ammo in that game, and all of the enemies tank so many hits. Okay, I am officially lost. Restart last checkpoint. I'm starting to wonder if the game didn't just glitch and not open a door it should have opened. Oh! This wasn't a secret. There was another path here. That is... I'm not going to take all of the blame for that, but I will accept some of the blame. Ooh. There we go. Ooh. Okay, so that is... Whoa, am I... Oh, I'm out of ammo on those. Okay. Wolfenstein Keep, or Wolfenstein, which I believe is more or less how you'd pronounce it in German. Also, again, I have to applaud the one level leading into the other level. That's That would have helped Doom Eternal a lot. Hello, dude. Are you a shoot at it until it dies boss, or are you a find out what the gimmick is boss? What was I supposed to do? Like, this is sort of my problem, is that no one knows how to design a, hit scan enemy. Because it's like you can't dodge bullets. So what are you supposed to do? Are you dead? Okay, so you just have to shoot the glowing bit a few times. Yeah. No, I really appreciate that. I'm so sick of bosses being super gimmicky. Like, please just give me a shoot it until it dies boss. Like, even Serious Sam 4 had a kind of gimmicky boss, but that was far from the worst boss that series has seen. Honestly, I'd say that had one of the best final bosses. Yeah, it was still more fun than the Icon of Sin. And more reasonable than the final boss of the DLC. Where am I going? Oh. But no, I don't know if you were watching the stream, Naomi, when I said this, but the style of level design where one level transitions into the other, I just feel makes you feel more like you're a part of the journey instead of just being along for the ride. And it's like, not every game has to be like that. Like, I like the Call of Duty games, which is a super unpopular opinion. And, you know, they do okay, this mission is set in this place, this mission is set in some other place, all that sort of junk. But they often do a fairly decent job of tying it together. So that it still feels like there's, like, you're not just arbitrarily going from one location to the other. And that's sort of what I felt like in Doom Eternal. Like, it was just so arbitrary where you were going from moment to moment. I think that's him over there. Uh-oh, someone's approaching. The toe of water approaches! Yep, okay. Now I can light these guys up. Though I think it's still going to be faster if I can kill some of them in stealth. A total of 1. Who, him? I probably didn't. So there are sections where you have these guys, officers or whatever they're called. I don't know, this game doesn't have a tutorial, or doesn't inform you of them. Well, I turned tutorials off because of how poorly they're typically implemented. There are better ways to implement your tutorials than stopping the player dead in their frickin' tracks. Although if I remember correctly, the original, whatever it's called, Wolfenstein: The New Order. Where am I going? I don't, I'm somehow supposed to get up there, but I don't know. Okay, that did not look like a path. Okay. Wolfenstein: The New Order, if I recall correctly, did like the proper version of that sort of tutorial where it's still not the greatest way to do things, but if you're going to have mesa paragraphs and a GIF style tutorials, at least have it be a pop-up in the upper corner, and then you can press a key, and then it'll stop you in your tracks. Don't do the mandatory stop you dead in your tracks, because we don't trust you, and we can't be fussed to design a game. We're just going to tell the player how to play the game instead of actually designing it, so that we don't have to put in such a clunky...
Alas, poor Yurik. Oops.
What? Oh, I've unlocked a perk. Cool beans. Some of these takedown animations are really, really... Why? Why was I throwing knives at it? Why? Oh great, another... Do I not have the pistol bound to anything? Key bindings. Handgun. I have it bound to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's bound to that key. Also, that actually wasn't intentional that I counted that out in German. I just count in German. Sometimes.
Hast du gewusst, dass sie ein halbes Jahr lang im Amazonas-Dschungel auf sich allein gestellt haben? Mit ihrem Bein?
Oh, I'm like right... Oh, come on! Come on! Now I have to suffer through a painfully long section with this only barely functional gunplay. BJ was a little better on his takedowns. Actually silence the idiots. Where are they running? Where are you running? it's more difficult to make swordplay feel good in games, which is why the Elder Scrolls games, not a single one of them have. Never mind. But gunplay. What's difficult to get right in gunplay is when you're fighting hit scan enemies. That's like the biggest. That's like the hardest part to get. Will you die? I've hit you in the head 5 times. Thank you. Where? Well, that was Doom's the Doom reboot's approach. Okay, now where am I? Shut up. Now where am I supposed to go? Oh, more of these idiots. Okay. Well, obviously he didn't. Because, like, even the camera clipped through the... Oh, you're not the guy. There we go. Weapons free. You know what? You know what? I'm going to pause this for a second and show you the trailer for the New Order. Do. Wolfenstein, the New Order teaser. This is what gave me hope for this game. Okay, my computer is not liking what I just did. Am I still live? Oh, OBS is all sorts of messed up. Am I still live? Dang it, the game crashed. Okay. Okay. So apparently the game did not like that. I thought it would be able to handle it, but oh well. But this is what gave me hope for Wolfenstein: The New Order. Really? Come on. What is wrong? Okay, I think my graphics driver crashed. Okay, one more take just to make sure. Yep, there we go. Okay, one more take.
While I was gone, they set the world on fire. Wasn't a war anymore. It was a remaking. Some losses are inevitable. Some unthinkable.
Such an awesome that is such an awesome trailer, and it still gives me goosebumps whenever I watch it. It is so good. It is so good. I missed a Cat Icarus upload. Huh. You're going on watch later. Yeah, it's such a good trailer, and the game is not. The game is not that cool, and the story has so many problems, and the gameplay has even more. And it's just so disappointing. But the Old Blood is so far a bit better, even if it's a bit sparse on story. Or the Old Blood, whatever I forget what I said. So I was actually planning on... I don't know how much longer I would have had before a natural breaking point. So basically, this will be a good time to add that flippin' browser source. There we go. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to take that crash as like divine intervention, that's my stopping point for today. So I'm going to stop the stream for a couple minutes, and then I'll be back with Skyrim. So see you then.